Did you know that Russia just sent a lunar probe to the moon for the first time since 1976? That's right, they finally decided to join the party after almost half a century of being MIA. The Luna 25 probe is supposed to land on the moon's south pole and do some sciencey stuff. And let me tell you, this moon mission could change everything. Absolutely everything. But hold on, don't be too quick. Before you get all hyped up about Russia's moon mission, I have heard some facts about Luna 25 and its moon landing that will make you think twice. First of all, Luna 25 is not exactly a cutting-edge spacecraft. In fact, it's based on a design that's almost older than your grandma. No kidding. It's from the time when Russia was still trying to beat the US in the space race back in the 20th century. The original Luna series of probes were launched between 1959 and 1976 and achieved some impressive feats, such as the first flyby, impact, orbit, soft landing, and sample return from the moon. But that was a long time ago. Since then, Russia has been pretty much missing in action from the moon, while other countries like the US, China, India, Japan, and even Israel have sent their own probes and rovers. However, not all of these countries succeeded in their attempts to land on the moon. Many of them ended in failure and disappointment. In 2019, India's Chandrayaan-2 mission crashed, lost contact with Earth, and smashed into the lunar surface, while a private Israeli initiative called reshaped also failed that year. And Japan also had a setback in April when its Hakudo R Mission 1 crashed during landing. Well, actually, only 3 countries, the United States, China, and the Soviet Union.
Well, just talking about India, it could make history today with its mission to be the first country to land on the south part of the moon, closest to the South Pole. Let's take a look at these images, which were taken by India's Vikram robotic lander 3 days ago as it neared Earth's satellite. Only
have successfully landed spacecraft on the moon, and only the Americans have put boots on the lunar surface. And they also have planted a flag, because nothing says we were here like a piece of cloth in a vacuum. And no, I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories because we can't get out of them. There is no need. Besides, we all know the moon is just a hologram projected by the Illuminati, right? Okay, I'm done. For now. Anyway, let's get back to our topic and start to ask big questions. What are the reasons behind Russia's renewed interest in the moon? And why does the moon matter so much, especially the South Pole area of moon? Well, one reason is that the moon's South Pole is the new hotspot for discovery and utilization. There are valuable resources on the South Pole, such as water, ice, helium-3, and rare metals that could be used for scientific research, energy production, and industrial development. Or, just for bragging rights. There are also strategic advantages to having a presence on the South Pole, such as establishing a base for future missions to Mars and beyond. The next reason for Russia's interest in the moon is similar to what some experience in crypto. Well, I'm telling you, Russia's got a case of space FOMO, feeling a little like the third wheel in the space race left behind by the US and China in recent years, especially after NASA retired its space shuttle program and started relying on Russian rockets to send astronauts to the International Space Station. Russia also lost its monopoly on human spaceflight when SpaceX successfully launched its Crew Dragon capsule in 2020. So, Russia wants to remind everyone they're still a big deal. The whole, look at me, I've got the coolest toys vibe. They just want to brag about their tech skills and show that they are a big player in space. So, what did they do about that? Well, they decided to dust off their old Luna plans and give them a makeover. Luna 25 is supposed to be the first of a series of missions that will eventually lead to a manned landing on the moon by 2030. That sounds ambitious, but is it realistic? Well, let's just say that Russia has a history of making big promises and failing to deliver. Remember the Phobos Grunt mission? It was supposed to land on one of Mars's moons and bring back samples in 2011, but it never made it out of Earth's orbit and crashed into the Pacific Ocean. Or how about the Nauka module, It was supposed to be added to the ISS in 2007, but it's still sitting in a warehouse in Kazakhstan, plagued by technical problems and delays. Or what about the Angara rocket? It was supposed to be Russia's answer to SpaceX's Falcon 9 and replace the aging Soyuz rocket, but it's only flown twice since 2014 and has no clear launch schedule. So, yeah, don't hold your breath for Luna 25 or any other Russian lunar missions anytime soon. They might end up being more like Looney Tunes than Lunatunes. But hey, at least they have some nice pictures to show us. Luna 25 recently captured its first views of Earth and the Moon from space, which you can see on your screen right now. They look very pretty, don't they? Well, not so pretty. They look like they were taken with a potato, but hey, that's the best we can get from this field. It's not just Russia's fault. Also, they're using a spacecraft that's older than your grandma, remember? Actually, maybe we shouldn't judge them too harshly by their photos. After all, they have a bigger goal in mind, landing on the moon's south pole. So let's just cut them some slack. Even though their lander just crashed into the moon just a few days ago, on August 20th, 2023. Wait. Who is that spacecraft behind Luna 25? What is going on? It looks like Luna 25 is not alone in this lunar adventure. That's right. It has a surprise guest joining the party. India's Chandrayaan-3 mission. Yes, you heard that right. India is back in the game after their previous crash in 2019. They're not giving up on their dreams of reaching the moon's south pole and finding some ice there. Now, India's Chandrayaan-3 mission, on the other hand, is targeting a lunar touchdown shortly after Luna 25. Both spacecraft are inching closer to the moon, aiming for a soft landing on the lunar south pole and the chance to make history. So, who will win this race to the moon? Will it be Russia, with their modern ancient spacecraft and their renewed ambition? Or will it be India, with their resilient spirit and their thirst for discovery? Or will it be none of them, because they both crash and burn like their predecessors? Well, by the time you watch this video, you may already know the outcome of the lunar landing. But regardless of the outcome, I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. And if you want to see more videos like this one, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new content.